What up? Welcome back. Trade recap today. So, unfortunately, took a loss on the first day of the month, and I also kind of think I should stop trading on Mondays because if we pull up my trade track right here, see I lost $500. And if you look at this, I this is $1 profit. Like I never make profit on Mondays. So maybe just stop trading on them. So yeah. However, let's look into this trade. So firstly, we are bearish on the 1 hour pre-market. Oh wait, no, no. uh, we're bearish on Nasdaq, but not on ES. So bullish on ES, bearish on Nasdaq. For our we are bullish. We still had to retrace into this equilibrium right here. We had 4 hour gap right here. Um, a lot of lows down here, which we wanted to take. So pre-market we ripped down because of war news. Take out Asia and New York, and from there on I was like, okay, bet. I'll probably want to be looking for longs right now. Um, However, after coming up and hitting the retrace, which was not really a retrace, however, it was just breaking structure immediately, so we're not taking longs here. Maybe if we have a nice reaction out of this 5 minute right here, did not have a nice reaction out of it, we just ripped straight through it, broke structure. Um, on ES, we still looked great. However, look at this fucking price action, it's horrible. So I was mainly focused on Nasdaq. So now what happens? We come back up after breaking structure. We're really close to this New York low and 1 hour low. Just a lot of stacked lows. We also have these lows right here. We have this 1 hour low which barely got taken. We just barely tapped this. We have this low right here, so we have a bunch of liquidity down here which we could just take out. So for me it was like, okay, we retrace, we come all the way into equilibrium. Yeah, we tap equilibrium, we did not inverse this gap. Very nice. So 1 minute it is, we are on the 1 minute, and I'll wait for a break of structure or inversion below this gap. Now we break structure on this candle right here, we close beneath this gap. However, I did not see this gap down right here, so this I should have waited for break of structure or just a closure beneath this gap, because this essentially is the break of structure. And yeah, had I waited, I could have prevented this loss, and it's unfortunate that I just was too impatient to wait for this second 1 minute break below the gap. I entered and lost $500. However, after that, I saw another opportunity. However, I saw it for longs because obviously we broke structure right here. We disrespected the trade idea fully. Um, and now we had this equilibrium right here. You see very nicely, we came back down into equilibrium. What happens after equilibrium? We burst out, break structure right here. Would have entered with two contracts right here. Um, um, First take profit on this 1 hour high right here. This would have made me $200. So about half of my loss would have been made back, and full take profit would have made another 385. So would have made some profit on the day. However, I've in the past few weeks I almost every day took two trades and it did not work out really well. So after some consideration and also thinking about this is my fucking rule. I set this as my rule, only taking one trade a day, risking only 500, or I could take two trades, but maximum $500 risk per day. So I was against this trade and I didn't take it. However, it would have worked out. I would have probably by now put my stop loss down here somewhere, break even up 200, so I would have only lost 300. Maybe we'll come all the way up to all-time highs. Yeah, so really not unfortunate, but kind of am not embarrassed, but like I should have waited for this 1 minute break. Um, just because it's if we have two gaps that are stacked, I always want to wait for the break beneath the lowest or the highest of them, whatever direction we're going. And I didn't do this time, and this ultimately caused a loss. And yeah, it's a learning opportunity, it's a lesson. So it's not bad. My account's break even right now, so I'm not that mad about it. However, I'm gonna maybe not take trades on Monday, how or I'm just gonna look for really high quality setups on Monday. This was not really both of those were not a high quality setup just because also ES was doing a whole lot of bullshit and yeah, just gonna be more disciplined. See you guys. Bye bye.